All right, so it looks like our friend Amberlynn Reid has made her 2020 resolution video. So let's see what she's got to say. Before I started, I am loving the eyeshadow. My goodness, she's really good at doing her eyes. I will give her that.
Hey guys, I was about to say happy Christmas Eve, that's over with. Happy New Year's Eve. Today is the 31st. I just wanted to say hello. I have not been vlogging or anything like that, as you guys know, but I really want to just say hello and thank you guys for such a crazy year. You know, you guys keep me on my toes. I have so many supporters. I have so many people who just enjoy watching my videos, and those are the people that I need to focus on more.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that one. You dwell on the negativity you get a lot. Like I say to Chantal when I was talking to her, and I'll say to you, this is YouTube. It happens, but, you can't let it deter you. I mean, people are going to be negative, and I'm not saying that a lot of the times we don't have a reason to be negative, but you can either dwell on it or get past it.
Because I know I also have a lot of haters. Hello. But I still am very grateful for each and every single one of you. You guys are the reason why I'm still making YouTube videos, and I just really appreciate you guys, and I feel like I don't say it enough. So, I'm sorry I didn't get a start to the vlog sooner. I have spent majority of the day doing really nothing. I also spent a chunk of it getting ready. I had no idea how I wanted to do my makeup today. I knew this was the dress I wanted to wear today because it reminds me of like New Year's. I don't know. But Becky's putting air in the tire. We're actually about to go out for dinner with Eric and Ricky.
I will say that I do love that dress. I love the, I guess it's a rose gold color. I actually like that. It's nice. I mean, she looks put together. So, at least it looks like she's starting the new year, right? Well, in that aspect anyway. We'll see how the rest of it goes.
And then after that, Dana and Destiny are coming over, and we're just gonna like play games, and we might do some drinking. I haven't drank in over a year, I think it's been.
Okay, that is eerily exactly like Foodie Booty. Exactly what she said. Hasn't drank in over a year. I'm like, are you two, like, I don't know, like, it's just funny. Because everyone is always saying one is copying the other. I mean, I know it's not the case. I just find that kind of coincidental and funny at the same time.
Because I feel like someone my size should not be drinking, but I might just drink. Maybe one Smirnoff, I don't know. Nothing too crazy, but I hope you guys are having a good day today. Hey guys, so it is the next day. January 1st, 2020. I love the sound of 2020.
I'm kind of bummed that, like, she didn't record any of the new year. Like, what did she do? Couldn't even record everyone, counting down or anything? Neither of them did that. I'm like, it's kind of like, oh, it's in here, and then bam, next day. I don't know. I feel like we could have gotten more out of it.
Flows off your tongue very nicely. So, this video is just going to be me talking. I'm going to be talking about some goals I have this year, some resolutions, just getting it all out there. So first I want to say, not only is it a new year, it's a new decade, and I think about the last decade, and it was very up and down. I found love, I lost love, I had deaths in the family, lost a ton of weight, gained a ton of weight, lived in quite a few different states.
Okay, so, like, I know everyone gets on her case because she's gained, like, 250 pounds. But I've decided that I'm going to start this new year with being positive, and I'm going to, be supportive. Now, if she or Chantal or any of the others that have been on this roller coaster, continue on in the same way that they've been, then okay, that's fine. But if they actually decide that they're going to, make that difference that they've been saying they wanted to do, then that's great, and I'm going to support them. So I'm going to take it one day at a time, and I'm not going to start off my reactions and my comments by being negative. I feel like maybe if I put some positivity out there, they'll both receive it as well, and things will go their way.
It's just been a lot. If I was to even sit down and try to even come up with a list of things that happened in the last 10 years, I couldn't, because it's just so many ups and downs that it's like, I'm scared for what this next decade is going to bring me, because obviously every decade, every year is going to give people, highs and lows. And I get very scared for the lows. So I have a little notebook of the things I want to talk about.
Okay, so to be transparent, everyone talks about her notebook addiction. Yes, she has a notebook addiction. But now, mind you, I don't make as much money as her, so my notebooks are, not as vast. But I get it. There's just something about a notebook. I don't know what it is. But I try not to buy them. I'll go into the store and see one that I really like and realize that I'm not going to use it, that I have others at home, and I won't buy it. Now, if I had unlimited funds, I can't say that I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. But honestly, if I had the money she has, I would mostly spend it on electronics and gadgets, because that's kind of my thing. But I don't know. So I can't be mad at her about it, because I'm just the same way.
It's because I literally forget what I want to say, like, majority of the time. So I know I asked you guys in the community post a couple days ago what you guys want from me January 1st. What type of video you want from me. It's January 1st and I didn't even upload a video. Today has been kind of like a roller coaster. Some personal things happened today that I don't really want to talk about, and it gave me no time to film, because I was going to film when I woke up, upload it afterwards, and it just did not turn out. But I will say, last night was a good time. I could have filmed it last night.
Yeah.
But you guys, I had so much fun. I actually did drink, and it's okay. I really do believe that someone my size should not be drinking, but
I don't get that. Usually if you're bigger, you can, well, for the most part, consume more alcohol and be fine. So I don't get why that is.
I made it to 2020. I want to just let loose a little bit, and I did, and we all had so much fun. I woke up super swollen though from the alcohol, because I barely drank any water.
I feel like having her say swollen should kind of be like a drinking game. I'm like, I know it's mean, but she's always saying that. Swollen from this and swollen from that. I mean, I'm not doubting it, because it's probably true. The bigger you are, the more swollen you become, and it's very easy to do so. So I definitely think it's true. It's just funny to me. Like, she's always swollen for some reason.
To even kilter it, and my brain was a little fuzzy when I woke up, but that's fine. I'm just trying to drink a lot more water today to kind of flush it all out. Anyways, I kind of went off on something else. You guys, majority of the people said they wanted a weigh-in video. They wanted a weight loss update. I will be giving that to you guys when I'm ready. I know a lot of people think that I'm trying to lose weight, that you guys didn't know I gained or anything like that. That's definitely not the case. I'm just really trying to get to a point where I can step on the scale and be like, see you guys, I am serious about this.
Yeah, okay, I don't doubt that. Maybe that is the truth. My worry is that depending on how she's losing the weight, how quickly, it could take a really long time for her to actually lose enough to feel like she can post a video about it. I mean, I want to believe she is, like I said, positivity. I am positive. It is now January 2nd, and I am positive. I'm going to do what I can to remain that way, but I don't know. I mean, unless she went to another dietitian or nutritionist, and is following some kind of plan, I don't exactly know what she's doing differently. I mean, I know I've seen some videos of her, eating healthy or whatever, but she's still going out all the time, so I don't know. I'm skeptical for sure.
And I want to say the month of December was kind of like a rocky one, because I lost a pretty good amount of weight in November, and then when December came along, I stayed the same. I definitely wasn't ready to step on the scale for you guys then, but I'm still losing weight. Like, I'm not like in my highest weight at all, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. So I'm just gonna get into resolutions because I have a few. So the first one is think more about college. I'm sure a lot of you know I used to major in criminal justice, and I didn't get to finish. I went for about a year and a half, and I ended up having to move across the country while I was in college.
I don't know. I can't imagine her in college. I don't know. I think someone who has studied past, junior high should have a better vocabulary than she does. Or at least know how to use words better. I know that's mean, but it's true. I'm not saying she needs to be a scholar, but you would think if she'd gone to school that she'd know how to, I don't know, just speak a little better. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Once I moved, I realized that criminal justice was no longer for me, so I never actually went back to college. I firmly believe that college is not for everyone. You don't need college to be successful in life. If you want to go to college, that's great.
I mean, that really depends on what you're going to do. Most professions will pay you more and be more likely to hire you with a college degree of some sort, but it depends. It can backfire on you too. If you go for a job and you're considered overqualified because you have a degree, that can be a hindrance, but usually if you're going for a degree, it's to get a career anyway. So that's not necessarily true. It just really depends. Of course, if you make it big on YouTube, I guess you don't need a college degree for that, but
do what you think is right for you. I always told myself that I would never go back to college, but there are things that I am very interested in and that I have always been interested in. So this honestly makes me want to step out of my comfort zone and go back to college. So this is something that I want to look more into. I know exactly what I want to major in. It's something I've always loved, and I just want to know more about it. So that's something I really want to dive into. So that is on my 2020 bucket list.
Hey, I say if that's the case, do it. There's nothing wrong with going to school. You can definitely learn a lot no matter what classes you take. I'm in school, and at first it was kind of so-so for me because you have to put time into it, and I was kind of being selfish with my time. But now I really love it. I do online, so it makes it a little easier for me, but I still have to devote a few hours a week at least for school. And I love the flexibility of it, so yeah, do it.
So I want to journal daily. I want to read more. I want to write more, whether it be the story I'm working on, poems, just about my feelings. I really, really, really want to write more poems. I love poetry, huge passion of mine. And I love just freestyle poetry where you just get your feelings out, and then what I do is I do it in a little note section on my iPhone, and then I forget that I did it, and I find it a month later, and I'm like, dang, that's good, boo-boo. So
it's kind of funny she says that because I've done that before where I've read back on something that I've written, and I'm like, I wrote this? I'm reading it, I'm like, okay. Sometimes I write more intelligently than when I speak, which is funny to me, but yeah, so I kind of get that.
Yeah, I really, really love writing. So this one's kind of silly, maybe not, but I just want to pick up after myself more. I have a bad habit of perfect example. Here's a water bottle. I'll finish drinking it.
Okay, I want to weigh in on this whole water bottle thing. I really do think that, she got that expensive, I don't really know if it's expensive, but water filtration system, and then she's still buying water. I don't get it. It's wasteful. I don't understand it. There's no point in having it if you're just going to buy water bottles anyways. You should just keep buying the water bottles. It's I don't know. It really defeats the purpose of having it in the first place. And she's never really explained why she still buys the water bottles. But I don't know. So that kind of drives me a little nuts. I know it drives everyone nuts, but I just don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
And I'll just set it on the table, and without even thinking, it'll be there for a full day. next day and be like, oh, I left your water bottle on the table. You know, it's just simple things like that I feel like add up. So I want to try to not do that anymore and just pick up after myself a little bit more.
Good.
I feel like it's very important that I learn to say no. I let people walk all over me. When people ask me for something, doesn't matter really what it is, I always feel obligated to say yes.
Yeah, I was like that. I was actually really like that for the longest time. But then I realized that I was giving more than I was getting. And then I wasn't taking time for myself and to, go towards my goals. So, yeah, I stopped saying yes all the time. And now I don't really get asked. I mean, which is nice. It just depends. I don't mind helping people. It's not that. I just don't want people to expect it. And sometimes they do. So, yeah, I get it.
Not always a bad thing. Like, I'm a very giving person, but it becomes a bad thing when I don't know how to say no. Where I just give. I just feel like there needs to be some sort of balance, because I'm almost losing myself in the process of just consistently always being a yes man. I just feel like I need to calm down. I need to learn when to say no versus when to say yes. So,
Yep.
I know I say this all the time that I want to dye my hair, cut my hair, whatever it may be, but I promise you, the year 2020, I will be cutting my hair and I will be dyeing it. Hands down, it is going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see. Although, what I think would be cool is if, like, she did, like, a really bright color. I mean, purple's my favorite. I thought about doing something like that. I've actually considered getting half of it shaved and then keeping my hair long. But I don't know. I work as a nanny, so, walking in with a half-shaved head might give the wrong impression. Although, I don't want to let it keep me from doing it. But, yeah, I think she should. Her hair's pretty long. She should cut it. Especially because she seems to wear it up all the time anyway. So there's no point in, keeping it that long.
Because I just wear my hair like this all the time. I'll wash it, put it up. I won't brush it for like a few days. I don't take care of my hair like I used to, and I almost don't know if I like my hair anymore, which is really sad because I used to love having long hair. My hair is like past my butt, super long. It's fried. I don't like that I bleached the ends. Like, this was a while ago. I'm very sad that I've reached a point where I just feel like cutting a lot of it off is probably the way to go at this point.
Honestly, I do that every few years. I'll cut my hair to around here, and then I just donate it. But I've never dyed my hair. I don't blow dry it. I don't curl it. It's naturally curly. I don't straighten it. I don't really do much to it because I want to keep it healthy. And because it's curly, I don't brush it when it's dry. I know a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't brush it when it's wet. But when you have curly hair, it's either that or you look like you came out of the dryer. So I don't really have much of a choice. But yeah, I just do the most minimal thing I can with my hair, and it seems to have worked so far. Now, when I start to go gray, which I've noticed some, I'll dye it depending. But until then, I don't see a reason to.
When that happens, I'm gonna vlog it. When it happens, I will cry because I've had long hair for so long. It's almost like a comfort, and it's just gonna be like a really big change when it does happen. And when it does happen, I want it to be a time where I feel like I deserve it, because it will be a big change, and I want to be able to enjoy it and not just have it be like a chore, like, oh my god, I gotta cut my hair. I want it to be more so like, I did this, I want to reward myself with brand new hair. So, regarding my weight, as you guys know, my highest weight is 572.4. I have a goal weight that I want to be by the end of this year. I want to lose in total, which is part of what I've already lost. I want to be down in total 127.4 pounds, which will put me at 445. So I've already lost some of that 127.4, which I can't wait to, share that with you guys, obviously.
I think that's a good goal. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, at her weight, she could lose a lot more. And it's probably true, but if she goes at it, trying to lose 300 pounds, whatever, she's just going to set herself up. So I think that's a good number. If she loses more, great. If she loses less, whatever. But I truly want to see an effort being put in. I really do. I would love to see her lose weight. Amberlynn, if you ever get a chance to watch this, please do what you can. It would just, I know you think that you'll lose subscribers, but the truth is no. You gain subscribers. I watch a ton of weight loss channels or inspirational videos of people going from, 300-400 pounds to 100-200 pounds, whatever. And it's great to see that transition, so you would not lose subscribers.
So yeah, I really want to reach 445 in this year. I am nervous because whenever I put out something like that, I tend to not succeed. But instead of this year putting out my goals and then just hoping they just happen by some magical fairy just drops down and sprinkles some dust on me, I actually need to work on succeeding in these goals, and I'm the only one that could do it.
Yeah.
And I want to share that journey with you guys. I want to walk 1 million steps this year. I know when I say that out loud, I'm like, is that even possible? I'm so confused.
1 million steps. Okay. I'm going to pause it real quick because I want to do some math on that. Just to see how many steps a day she would have to do to reach 1 million. All right, so we have 1 million steps. Okay. And then let's see. If you divide that by 365, well, technically, depending on if she started walking, let's just say, okay, so she would have to do 2,739.7 steps every day. It's not impossible. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how many steps she averages, but it's not impossible.
But when you guys divide it by 365, it's less than 3,000 steps a day, which I know some days I'll probably do less than 3,000. I know some days I'll do more. I feel like I could possibly even go over 1 million. Actually, I feel like I know I can. But I just thought it was a cute little goal. 1 million is such a big, broad number, and it'll help me move more. And it'll just be exciting to see that number rack up every day. So obviously I'm not wearing my Apple Watch today, January 1st, which today would have been day 1, but I forgot to charge it because, as you guys know, I haven't really been wearing it, but it's on the charger now, so I'm definitely going to wear it tomorrow.
I kind of know how that is. I don't have an Apple device. I have a Galaxy, so I have the Galaxy Watch, and I won't forget to charge it, but I'll leave it on the charger sometimes, I did that today, so I didn't have it with me, so I kind of get that, but it's nice to have. To count your steps, to check your blood pressure, all that stuff. So it's a cool thing to have. But yeah, I kind of get that. I do it.
And I can't wait to take my step 1 of the million. That sounds crazy, I know, but I just think it'll be fun to try. So I want to get a therapist. As you guys know, I used to see someone. They were actually just a counselor. I want to take, a step up, and I want to see a therapist really bad because I feel like there are a lot of hidden demons and a lot of things that I need to just talk to someone about. So
yeah, I would agree. That's a really good idea. Everyone's been telling you, see a therapist. Like I said, I feel like everyone should see a therapist. I'm just saying, even if you don't think you need one, it's good to have someone to talk to that's not going to judge you or, gossip to a friend or a family member. So for me, I think it's a great idea. Now, whether she's going to actually do it or not, that's the question, but we'll see. But yeah, I think it would be incredibly beneficial for her if she did.
Someone who will not be biased, someone that will tell me how it is. I just need to sit down and I just need to cry. Even just talking about it right now, I'm getting emotional because I really do need to see someone. I feel like it'll help me on my day-to-day life. I feel like it'll help me with relationships in my life. I feel like it'll help me with, you know, my weight loss and just so many different things. So this kind of goes in with like my weight loss, which I should have mentioned this already, but I want to write down everything I eat. I know there's going to be days where I accidentally forget, or, you know, I just skip, I'm feeling too lazy to write it down, but majority of the time I want to write it down, because what I've noticed is that sometimes I'll forget like what I eat throughout the day, and by writing it down, I could go back and be like, oh, I already ate quite a bit today, versus if I didn't do that, I wouldn't remember how much I ate earlier, and then I'll overeat.
Yeah, honestly, you should track it. It's the best way to do it. Track it in MyFitnessPal or something like that, because then you can get all your calorie intake and that sort of thing. I think it's incredibly beneficial to track your food.
Just a lot easier for me. So being mindful of what I'm eating and writing it down actually helps a lot. I also want to create a weight loss Instagram and make it public. So I used to actually have one at Curvy Calories, but I no longer want to use that one. Brady's on the table again. You guys saw her tail do a little jig. But I used to have a weight loss Instagram, Curvy Calories, but I kind of want to leave that behind, because I did have quite a few people following me on there, like over 10,000, and it's like that. I think it's like 2 years old, and it's just like, I suck. I flopped on that. So I want to create a new one.
I think that's a good idea. You know, you just got to stick with it, though. You can't go and create this and then let it die. I mean, it's like, I know at this moment she's serious, or at least thinks she's serious about everything she's saying. And I hope that she is. I really do. But like I said in my video about Chantal, Foodie Booty, you need to really have a realistic approach to everything that you're going to do. You know, take it a day at a time. I don't know. I would love for her to see a nutritionist again, so to actually follow the doctor, you know, the doctor that she had before, follow his plan, and she can alter it so there's less sodium and more vegetables. I mean, that's something she should have done in the very beginning, but I don't know. I just hope so. I really do.
And when I'm done creating it, when I have my first post up, and when I'm ready to reveal my weight, I will definitely make it public. So I'll definitely let you guys know when I do that. I want to save money. Doesn't everyone? I feel like I did really good in 2019. That sounds so weird to say. I feel like it's 2000. It still feels like 2019, so that was like so weird, but I feel like I did really good with saving in 2019. I am very proud of how much money I saved. Like, it is almost like I feel like I'm in a different dimension.
It's crazy to me to think that, like, if she's being truthful, that she actually saved money when it looked like she did a lot of spending, because that just means that she has enough money that she can still spend like crazy and have money to save. I mean, I think that's great. And, you know, I don't want it to come off, oh, I'm jealous or anything like that, because no, I'm not. But I just think it's, I don't know. Like, on one hand, I think it's incredible that that's an opportunity for someone to make money, especially in this form and stuff. But on the other hand, I feel like people who, I don't know, I don't even want to say don't deserve, but like people who are slackers are given more of a reason to slack if they do well on YouTube. Like, you know, her being lazy lately in the past few years, you know, she's made money. The Logan brothers, I mean the Paul brothers, sorry, Logan, the Logan brothers, whatever. Logan Paul, and, you know, they act like buttheads, and yet they get to make all this money. It boggles my mind. I will never understand that, really. I just never will.
Very grateful for YouTube. Taxes is coming up. My bank account is gonna look dry. No, I'm just kidding. Taxes freak me out. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But once taxes are over with, I feel so just like relieved. I'm like, okay.
That's why I'm not a fan of like the 1099 or whatever you do on YouTube. I'd rather have the money taken already. So at the end of the year, I don't have to owe anything, and hopefully I'm not owed anything, and it's that simple. Because I would be really bad at saving. I'm a horrible saver, so I would be really bad at trying to save, what is it, 30-40% of what you make that will go towards taxes. It's insane.
Starting the year over, we got this. But yeah, I just want to have another year of saving a ton of money, because what I like to do when I get paid, automatically I save 40% for taxes.
Yeah, 40.
Bam. Majority of the time, taxes is about 31%. I'm going to be honest, when you do YouTube, they take about 31%. But I like to be safer than sorry, honey. I am not wanting to go up in there and being like, I don't have the money. Like, that's just really embarrassing. So that's already 40% of my money just saved. And then I want to say about another 30% I just save automatically. It's just saved. I don't use it. I have no reason to use it. So then that leaves me with 30% for like bills. And it just buy random stuff. It really doesn't matter. But I mean, it honestly depends on the month. Sometimes I'll barely use any money, and everything I got paid just automatically is saved. Anyways, that's just like enough talking about money. Whatever. I just want to save money. So I want to love myself more. I want to love myself more mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, physically, that. What I mean is, like, I want to take care of my hair more. You know, I want to do my nails more. Just things like that. I just feel like I don't, like, love myself enough to do those things, and I want to start doing those things, and I want to treat myself better. And I know you can't just wake up one day and be like, I love myself. I'm just gonna, like, treat myself like gold. It's just, like, not realistic, and you have to, like, truly work on that. And
yeah, that's very true. But self-love is important. It really is. Like, if you can't love yourself, you can't expect others to do so. So I think it's very important.
I feel like that's also going to, like, tie in together with, like, the whole therapist thing. Like, thoroughly, I feel like when you love yourself, people can tell, because you take care of yourself better. And not only do you take care of yourself better, but you also take care of the people around you better. And you kind of radiate a happiness and a glow that other people don't have. And as sad as it is, I don't love myself like I should, or I wouldn't look like this. I wouldn't be in the health that I am now. So I feel like by trying to love myself more and accept myself now will make me want to better myself.
Yeah, and that's, very logical. It's true. I find that that's something I've always dealt with is self-love. It's something I've always struggled with, and I don't really know why. I was always told that I was beautiful and, wonderful by my parents, and I know that they loved me, but there was just something deep down in me that just would not let me ever see that. And even in my adulthood, it's still difficult for me, but I'm growing to, I'm growing in that way, and I'm just getting to that point where, I can finally just be happy with myself. Not necessarily with my weight, but just with myself. And I think that's important.
Does that make sense? So the last one is, I want to film what I want for my YouTube, and I want to upload it. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid of judgment. I don't want to be like, oh, what if people don't like this video? I just really want to be me. I feel like there are times where I see certain vlog styles like Alicia Marie or Pink Sparkles. When they vlog, they're good. Like, they do so much editing, very quick and, like, snappy, like, what would you call it? Like, snappy frames. Like, it's very just, like, constant on the go, which
Okay, so I think that's a great, that's great. You should upload what you want. It's your channel. I'm not going to decide only what I upload based on what everyone wants. If there's something I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. And I think you should do the same. But I do think that you need to not compare yourself to other channels. That's number one. Just because someone does it on another channel doesn't mean that you need to. I mean, it's like the old adage, if everyone jumped off the bridge, would you? You tend to say, oh, well, so-and-so does this, this, and this, and no one complains. Yeah, that's so and so. Like, whatever. That's not you. I'm like, you're not them. They're not you. So you can't really compare yourself. So I think that's definitely something that she needs to understand, is that she's her own person, and the only person she should be comparing herself to is herself. She should only strive to be better than who she is at that moment, not who someone else is. So
I love, and it's like, I've tried to do that in the past just because I like their style of vlogging, but I have to like realize I don't think that's my style at all. As much as I love it and I would love to like be like that, it's just like, I'm not. So I want to learn my own style of videos, and I just want to film what I want. And I don't want to be like, oh, I'm ashamed because I'm this type of YouTuber. Y'all, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of YouTubers on this platform, and we're all different. We all film different types of stuff. We all film on different, things, phones, cameras. Some of us use tripods, some of us use lighting. Like, it doesn't even matter. Just, I want to feel like I can just do what I want, what is right for my channel, and not try to like be like someone else. I feel like that's going to be very hard.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is that, the one thing that I think she really needs to understand is that people want honesty. Even if it's bad, they want honesty. Because when they can sense that you're not being truthful, then they stop trusting you and believe that everything you say is a lie. And she knows this because she's constantly hearing it from everyone. Oh, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, even if she's telling the truth. So that's the thing. If she really wants people to, stop being so negative and to really like her video, she needs to be honest with herself and with them, And a lot of times I don't think she is. She really isn't. She's too good at not being honest. It's something that she's had to do since she was a little girl, so.
Because I'm that type of person, like when I watch someone's vlogging style, like even Trisha Paytas, she's the total opposite vlogging style of like Pink Sparkles. Trisha Paytas is more like, she'll sit down and talk like this. She'll just talk and talk and talk. Sometimes I'll watch that and be like, that's how I want my videos. And it's like,
okay, Trisha Paytas should be the last person you want to be like. I'm sorry. I've seen a couple of her videos, and yeah, she's not someone I would aspire to be. I don't understand her popularity. I don't think I ever will. She's not my cup of tea, as they say. It's like reality TV. I don't watch it because, I don't know. All of it kind of just gets to me, I guess. But yeah, I don't understand Trisha Paytas in any way. But, if she likes her, fine, whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't be like Trisha. She might be popular, but I'm sure it's for all the wrong reasons.
When I see the way certain people vlog, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do that. Oh, let me try that way. Let me try that editing. I don't want to do that no more. I just want to do what I feel like is right for me and right for my channel. Okay, I feel like I'm actually rambling. So those are just like some goals, resolutions, like bucket list moments. And I also have a lot of private personal ones that I just maybe felt too embarrassed to like share. So I hope you all had like a great New Year's Eve and a great January 1st. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna end this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
All right. Well, there you go. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I'm going to stay positive. We're going to see how it goes. Everyone talks about her, 7-step cycle. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm hopeful. That's all you can really do. But we shall see. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be posting more videos soon. Let me know down below, what you would like me to talk about. Most things are not off limits. I enjoy, videos like the ones that I've already replied to. I'm gonna try to do ones regarding Amy's life journey and of course now I'm not remembering her name. Jen. I watch her and you think I'd remember. Life by Jen. That's what it is. So, which you can see here. So I want to do some reactions to them as well. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching.